I don't think it is. It still says waiting for amateur astronomy club for me.
Yeah,
Can someone else
same.
confirm?
But I can chat now. Is that a good sign?
Now
Yeah.
It is fine. Hello. Okay, I'll start, I guess. Yeah, apologies for the delay, everyone. Greetings to one and all. I am Samarth Prabhu. I am finally a mechanical engineering student, and I welcome all of you who have joined for this very special broadcast today. Amidst all the chaos going around in the world, our members at the Amateur Astronomy Club, NITK, have been hard at work to pursue their passion of making sense of the great beyond. Being one of the oldest clubs in the campus, AAC is made up of an enthusiastic bunch of amateurs who are interested in anything and everything that's related to space. The word amateur comes from the Latin word amare, which means to love. And what can I say? That describes us to a T. Astrophotography, astrophysics, astronomy, you name it. We have someone interested in that field. We welcome every idea from people of all walks of life, except, of course, if the idea is something like astrology, flat earth theory, or any other conspiracy theory, which can be easily disproved with 2 minutes of Googling. But enough chatter. Let's get right into our pre-rec talk, or as I like to call it, mission briefing, and see what our members have to say. Much like Daddy Elon and his diversified interests, we have members spread across all the corners of the cosmos. Before I do get started, I want to inform you guys that we'll be having a small Q&A session towards the end of the pre-rec talk to answer any of your questions. Please ask your questions in the chat box. All right, then. So first up, we have Shobuj from the center of our galaxy, who will be telling you guys about our physics and astronomy 6. Over to you, Shobuj.
Hi guys, so I am Shobuj, third year mechanical engineering student. Okay, I've been a part of AAC for about a year now, so I think I'm qualified enough to tell you about these SIGs. So as you know, we have 3 SIGs: astronomy SIG, astrophotography SIG, and then physics SIG. I'm going to be talking about astronomy and physics SIG. So again, we are amateur astronomy club, so obviously astronomy SIG lies at the heart of all our activities here. And so the astronomy SIG is responsible for carrying out all astronomy related activities within the club. In an offline setting, what astronomy SIG does is it is responsible for organizing its flagship events, which I'm sure you guys would have heard about from your seniors. That is Starry Night. We will also be telling you about it later on in the talk. So we use the telescopes on top of the science building to get a view of the clear night sky, which is very visible from where our college is. Our club members also guide you through the entire experience, pointing out objects in the night sky and telling you how to position the telescope and everything. We take care of the whole thing. Other than that, Astronomy SIG also organizes events and quizzes, which I'm very, very sure that you guys would have seen on Instagram or would have attended some of our events. Spacewalk event we had that was organized by all of you. That was also organized with Astronomy SIG. It also generates content like blogs, Instagram quizzes, and informative posts about space and astronomy, which I'm sure all of you would have seen, if you're on Instagram. We are very, very active on Instagram. Other than the astronomy SIG, let's talk about the physics SIG, which is very near and dear to my heart. So the physics SIG, quite like the astronomy SIG, is responsible for both technical and non-technical aspects, such as generating media content like blogs and Insta posts, as well as organizing events. Again, both technical as well as non-technical. Physics Tech is also responsible for conducting regular knowledge sharing sessions for both inside the club as well as for the entire college on a variety of topics, which range from practical topics such as coding and data structures to theoretical topics like general relativity and symmetry of space-time and 10 different kind of other philosophical things. We tend to pride ourselves on being a scientific slash philosophical bunch. And the heart and soul of the physics tech are the physics forum sessions that we keep, twice a month on the second and fourth Saturday of every month. And these are conducted such that all the members of the club are welcome to join, and we discuss anything and everything under the sun. And this is my favorite part of being in the club. We discuss things coming from physics, chemistry, biology, astronomy, engineering, and these topics can vary widely. And sometimes these are to your interest. Sometimes, and if you join the club, you will be the one giving us topics to have these discussions. So. Thanks, and I'll be handing over to Samat now.
All right, thank you, Shobuch. Next up, we have Udbhav, who is speaking about the various events that we've conducted over the past year or two. Udbhav?
Yeah, hello everyone. Good evening. My name is Udbhav Sinha. I'm in my third year of electrical. And I would like to talk about the various events that Amateur Astronomy Club conducts as a club. And we have a wide variety of them. We have everything and anything related to space. We have quizzes. We have knowledge sharing sessions such as that is KSSs. We have the Astrofest, which is a flagship event. And we have Spacewalk, which is the recent event that we just conducted. I'll be getting into all of these right now. Okay, so firstly, starting with something that is very close to my heart, that is quizzing. I'm an avid quizzer, and quizzing is actually how I, was introduced to the club, and it is the freshers quiz that was held by AAC in the very first sem that I was in college, through which I got to know about the club. I got to know that I like quizzing, and that's where I wanted to join the club after that. So that is Genesis, the freshers quiz that is conducted every year for the freshers and targeted just for them. We also have Conundrum, that is the one that you just attended. We conducted the Spacewalk event just now, and Conundrum was a quiz that you recently must have or at least heard of it. And Star Wars is the quiz that we conduct during the technical fest of our college, that is NG. And we speak about and we ask questions on all the things that are space related and space themed. So the whole idea is to have a culture of people who like quizzing and have those quizzers ask questions about everything and anything space related. Going next to knowledge sharing sessions, learning is extremely important no matter what your field of interest is, and we always ensure that we either pass on what we know and we pass on what we know, and we also learn what we don't know. So to that end, AAC ensures that members of the club themselves, as well as external speakers, come to us and they talk about what they know. And these topics can be as diverse as Shobush mentioned. We have skills such as coding and Python and Blender and whatnot. We have other theoretical topics such as Maxwell's demon and the contradiction it poses to the second law of thermodynamics, something as theoretical as that. We also have beginner's guide to astrophotography that tells you about how photography is done and night skies are captured. And finally, we have other theoretical topics from physics as well as astronomy. So KSs are held on a variety of topics. And if you want to learn stuff about astronomy, if you want to do anything physics related or astronomy related, AC would be the place for you. Coming next to Astrofest, and the name of Astrofest 2021 was Prominence. We held it in March this year, as we do every year, and this year we organized it online. With an online event comes its own challenges, but we managed to have a whole bunch of events. First ones, we had Astro Games, which you also might remember. It was open to everybody, not just NITK, and it featured an Kahoot quiz. It had other games as well, other short, quick games. We had Endeavor, which was another treasure hunt, and we had a webinar by the founder of an aerospace startup in India, which gave a lot of insight about how aerospace works, how the company is, how the industry is, and it was very interesting. It was by Mr. Sunny Kubrawala. I don't know if you have heard the name, but the whole session was very insightful, and we hold these sessions every year. And we also had an art competition in which we asked people to imagine what aliens would look like, and it was very interesting about the entries that came in. Next, we have Spacewalk, which is, like I mentioned, the event that we just held. And you might have heard of it, at least through the spam, if not, if you didn't attend it. And we had a quiz as part of this as well. We had Conundrum, which was an Astro themed quiz. I hosted it, and we had Odyssey, which was a very interesting treasure hunt. It involved, like the name mentioned, it was a treasure hunt online. And finally, we had a online creative writing competition as well called Planet Parable. So with that, I would like to conclude the events that AAC holds over the year. Thank you.
Now we have Annie, who's going to be speaking about our media activity and the collaborations with other clubs that we have. Annie?
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm Annie, a third-year mechanical engineering student, and our media activity is the best way for you guys to keep up with what we are up to. So if you have been following our Instagram, you might have noticed this series called Daedalus, where we explore various innovations that have taken place in our endeavor to explore space. And we also have this series called Nakshatra, where we explore different stellar systems and some fun facts about them. If you've been following us, then you also know that we also post a monthly calendar which highlights the astro events that take place and their importance and when they were last observed. Other than that, on our Instagram stories, you may have also observed Flashback Fridays, Trivia Tuesdays, and Sunday quizzes that we hold. And these are a great way to interact with the club members and other people in the college. And other than that, we also have blogs where we do movie reviews. We talk about various stuff that's happening in our exploration of space. And yeah, it's a lot of fun stuff. Other than that, we also go outside the campus and meet with various other organizations. For example, we've had events in conjunction with the Drummond Research Institute, Equinox, which is PES University's from PES University. Other than that, we've also teamed up with a startup called Pixel, which was founded by Fitz Villani's alumnus. And other than that, we've teamed up, we've been campus ambassadors for Team Indus. And we've also held an event with conjunctions with CFAL Mangalore and St. Aloysius Mangalore campus. That's about our past collaborations. So moving forward, Samarth.
All right, thank you, Annie. So if that doesn't excite you, no worries. We have the president, Anvith, from the Horseshoe Nebula, and he'll tell you guys about the other things we do. Anvith?
Well, hello everyone, Anvith here. So I'm going to talk about some of the events that are not so well known in AAC. First of all, we have astrophotography. And though we haven't been able to do the infamous Starry Nights this year because of the pandemic, we have held seminars regarding astrophotography. And one of our own members, Shravan, has been quite active in the field. As you can see in the presentation, some of the photographs that he has taken. And next event is SciTutor. Now, what is SciTutor, you would ask? So SciTutor is a guest lecturing initiative that we would be conducting for the NITK English medium schools or other schools around NITK. What is our objective? The main objective is to create curiosity among students regarding space and general astronomy. Now, what are we going to do for that? So our job is to come up with the creative and efficient techniques to teach students about some topics taken from their syllabus and present it in a unique way so that they'll be able to grasp complex concepts with the relative ease. And the next thing is our website. Now, our website is still currently under development and is being worked on by our web development team headed by our boy Ritik. Also, candidates interested in the particular field of web development can showcase and improve their skills in this field too. And the screenshots of the website you can see on the PPT. Over to you, Samarth.
All right. But now you may be asking, okay, so hey, Samarth, what does AAC do to enhance the skill set of their own members? I'm glad you asked. Straight from the Mission Planning Center, we have our Chief Technical Lead, Drishika, who's going to talk about the projects that we pursue at AAC. Drishika?
Thanks, Samarth. Hey, everyone. I'm Drishika. I'm a final year mechanical engineering student, and I joined AAC last year in my third year. All right. So projects in AAC are in the fields of physics, astronomy, or maths, and they usually go on for 1 or 2 semesters. So these are some of the projects that we worked on last year, and these were online projects. So we worked on quantum computing, where we analyzed different and implemented different quantum computing algorithms. Then we have pulsar data analysis, where we found the pulsar time period using Python. We also implemented a magnetic levitation model with Arduino. And we also use the gravitational wave data from LIGO detectors to perform an analysis. Before the pandemic, we also worked on other projects. So these were physical models. So here you can see a rover that we built. And this was a rover that was inspired by the Curiosity rover. And it was physically built to endure rough terrain. We also built a propulsion system for an amateur rocket. So current projects for this year, we have a gas giant moon transit detection. So this basically involves analyzing the transit curves of our gas giants to understand the properties of the different moons that are revolving around the planets. We also have a star tracker with Arduino project, where we build a star tracker which identifies different stars using the equatorial coordinate system, and we perform that using Arduino. And we will also accept your own proposals if once you come into the club. So we have some suggestions here, for example, simulation of physical systems, from something as simple as a pendulum to something a little more advanced, like a supernova physical system. You can also perform asteroid orbit determination, or you can choose something a little bit more topical, such as epidemic modeling. And remember that for all of these projects, you don't have to be an expert of any kind. We start from the basics. We work together to understand every topic. And you can always ask your seniors for any sort of guidance. Thanks.
All right. So I'll be speaking on the Astro Committee, about the Astro Committee, my bad. So Astro Committee used to be our flagship event back when the world wasn't ending, during NITK's Technical Fest Engineer. So all the effort that we spent on our projects were in preparation for these few days. The quizzes made the quizzes, the Astro games, and everything else was concentrated around this day. So we displayed our projects with pride, as you can see in the image right here. So as Drishika mentioned, we've displayed our rover and many other such projects for the general public to enjoy. Now coming to how we were when back home. So this was us when before the pandemic. We had been to Kodachadri with our seniors. Man, those were some good times. And oh, by the way, who's that Greek god on the bottom right? Yeah, spoiler alert, it's me. So wait. I think I'm getting a top priority broadcast from our convener man. Abhishek, bro, can you take on? What's up?
Hey guys, I hope everyone can hear me. So, coming to why you guys should join the club, that's the first question that everyone has in their mind. Like, why should I join this club? I can do any of this anywhere. But yeah, I would say yes. But what our club has is that we treat each other like family. The AAC is a big family, and that's the first thing that our seniors told us when we joined. And so, if we look forward to like recruiting people who really are enthusiastic about astronomy, physics, or even just coding or media, anything. We just are looking forward to having everyone. So the few things that you can expect to improve in or like work on during projects or even other things. So basic coding like Python, Java, that's like in this pandemic, everything has been shifted to the online mode. So basically all our projects have some coding involved in it. So, and then coming to our media, I think Annie spoke well about how like vast our media outreach is. We've been very active on Instagram. We've been very active on like blogs, and even we've been uploading regular YouTube videos. So with like we would like people to like know Photoshop, or even if you don't know Photoshop, it's like no matter. Like we don't mind teaching. That's the whole thing. So if you're enthusiastic about learning it, we'll help you on the way. So when the world was ending, as Samad said, we did a lot of projects that included Arduinos, Raspberry Pis, and other electronics. So our flagship, like our main project during engineer, was our rover. So during that, we had a lot of electronic components in it, which really made it fun to work with. And hopefully next year or soon, we'll be like offline and we work on it pretty soon. And another aspect of it would be design and simulations. So it's not like what I can say from my personal experience is that when I joined the club, I was just looking to like have a group to hang out with, and like I was interested in physics and had a really good interest in astronomy. So when I started joining the club, I just like put my hand into different projects. So a couple projects, just I don't know why, but it helped me learn like ANSYS Fluent. So I really got good at fluid mechanics for some reason, and it really helped me in my academics as well. So that's like my personal experience, and it like the seniors are super open. We're ready to help you anytime you want. And the image processing is mainly for people who are into astrophotography. We have people who can help you with that. Like if you don't know what to do or you're stuck somewhere, like we can definitely help you with that. And then coming to our recruitment process, it's pretty straightforward. So right after this gets over, which would be 4th September, 5 p.m. For people listening off stream, we'll spam a Google form, which will be the first round of our recruitment. Yes, it'll be the first round of our recruitment. After you fill the form, it's like general basic questions about what you like about the cosmos, what excites you, what fields are you interested in. And then after that is our takeaway task. So we'll be assigning you a task which you'll have to just present. It's a pretty simple task, nothing too difficult. Which would take like maybe a couple hours or maybe a few hours to research and make a presentation on. And finally, we'll have an interview where you guys will discuss the task with us. We'll present the tasks, and then it's a basic interview, like nothing too harsh. So the forms will be spammed out pretty soon. You guys should fill it by 7th noon, and the interview process will be from 7th to 9th. So if you're interested, you should like kind of keep yourself free during that time. So yeah, follow us on all these things, boys. Like, subscribe, share, and yes, like all our posts on Instagram. Yeah. So I think Samarth, you can ask.
Yeah, all right. So with that, we come to the end of our mission briefing. We hope you guys got a glimpse of what we do at the Amateur Astronomy Club in ITK. Looking forward to meeting all of you during the recruitments. Till then, live long and prosper. Bye.
Does anyone have any questions regarding the club? If you guys do have anything, you can leave it in the chat right now, or you can add it in the comments later. Just switch on camera. Okay, I don't see any questions in chat. Okay, then I think we can close the meeting. So thank everyone for attending. Okay, thank you guys for attending the meet. We hope to see you during the interview.